Oh gosh, didn't know her. Hello, I didn't even know I was already on. Oh gosh. Can you see me, Nifty? How you doing? I didn't even realize I was already connected. I was making sure that I was all set up, and then I thought I was going to get connected. Sorry to have kept you waiting. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Lenora. I had thought I would come on earlier than this, but good. Yes, I see you. Good. I am good, Kathy. I am pooped, but it's all good. It's a good tired. So I'm glad that there's a part of me that I'm glad it's over. So, but now I can kind of chill a little bit and take a little breather. I'm glad I did it. I am signing up for June. I am going to go back in June. The one in June actually is more of a flea market style, but I think there might be, yes, there will be more vendors there. From the talk that I was hearing while I was there, there's more vendors that are there for during the flea market type setup, and we'll see how it goes. I'm going to do something different though. A little bit, not outrageously different. I'm just going to add something different. And I kind of talked about that last night. I think I am going to have like a little section. I had where I had kind of my littler toddler type stuff a little bit at one table, kind of the edge of the one table. Yes, there was other stuff on that table too, but I did kind of try to have it grouped together a little bit. And then I had like my smaller little plushies and stuff kind of together and stuff like that. But I think what I am going to do is have kind of like a little farmer's market thingy set up too. I am a little pixely. Oh gosh. So I have a little setup that I am gonna try to do, kind of like I said, like a little farmer's market thing. Since I am Clark Farms, I feel like I need to do something kind of like a little bit with my little critters, with the little farm animals and things like that, and have some other things for little kids. I am trying to find something else besides the fidget worms, because I sold a lot of fidget worms, because those were something little kids could pick up and stuff. But I need to find something else that will kind of go along with that. Hello, I'm sorry I can't pronounce your name, but I'll say Varda. Good morning to you. It's good evening to me, but thanks for joining us, Varda. Yeah, and I'm probably just gonna go in and out. Maybe, I don't know. The weather here is still janky. It's monsoon. It's been raining nonstop for 2 days at least, 2.5, 2 days, a solid 2 days. It's continually rained the whole time today, yesterday, everything. So anyway, so yeah, I'm definitely going to go back in June. Like I said, I'm going to add a little bit of that. Um, Definitely, I will be able to take my clothing rack, and I think that it'll be worth it to do that this time, possibly for the flea market. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going back and forth on that. I did take my mannequin today. So I have a table mannequin. I have more than one. I have like 3 table mannequins that I had with my boutique. So I have access to mannequins, but it's always just finding table space and floor space. Hey, Glitchy, how are you? Um, so that's always kind of an issue too. But if I'm hoping that I can get um, the same spot. I hope that I can do that. So if that's the case, I'll even be able, I could even do my floor mannequin if I decide to. Because I have 2 sizes. I have like the regular, like small, medium, large size up to plus size mannequin. that's a standing mannequin that's just the, the body form. So, and I have access to a truck, so I can always, do that, whatever. So, but yeah, it was very much worth going. I sold out of today was Frog Day. Oh, it was so funny. Every day has been a different day. It was crazy. It wasn't one set thing. It really wasn't. So I keep checking my channel and I see a new subscriber every few hours. I'm doing great. Well, that's good. Just keep going, Glitchy. You just be consistent and persistent and just have fun with it. Just have fun with it and you'll keep growing. So you just got to be patient. So. Good, Glitchy. Good. And you'll just keep growing. Just keep at it. So that is great. So how's everybody tonight? Anybody working on anything fun? If you're a crocheter, are you crocheting anything fun? Any kind of artist, are you working on anything fun? Anything coming up for anybody? Oh, when I sold my kawaii, I think is how you, maybe, or whatever, that cat, what do you call them, snuggler cat thing or whatever. I sold one of them, my gray one. So I still have my tan one. Like I said, sold out of all my frogs. Even my leggy frogs that I had left over. I had 3 of those left over and sold those today. My little Tanner the turtle, he found, I think, is it Tanner? Is it Tanner? I don't remember, but anyway. He found his little home today because I was surprised that he hadn't. And even the gal that came up to get him, she was like, "I'm surprised he's still here." And I was like, "I know," but she was like, "Well, he was waiting on me." And I said, "There you go." So that was good. I just got home from my 3rd day at market, so we are done now for this weekend's market. So I've been home for about an hour and a half or so. So, hey, Lily White, how are you? And I'm going to work on finishing my knot bag that I started last night. I have one strap on it. I did the short end. Now I need to do the long end. So I saved it to finish tonight. I started on a doily today while I was up there at the market, but then I got busy and I didn't get a whole lot of it done. So, hello, Roberto. How are you? And sold a lot of my dishcloths. I need to restock on those. I have several of my little critters that I need to stock up on. My little 3 basket thing was getting pretty empty. My little chicks, they were a hit. The bigger chickens, everybody kept grabbing them. Oh, and not one person said anything about pricing, because that's one thing that I was waiting to hear was pricing. If my pricing was off, if it was too high, not one person complained. Not one person said one thing about any of the pricing. So I was pleased with that because, I just didn't know with some of my gnomes and stuff. I just wondered if they would be too expensive, if anybody would ask about that or kind of balk at some of the prices on that. Nobody did. I mean, they kept looking at them and loved them. And oh my golly, some of the kids. I'm gonna have to put a sign up or something for some of the like keep the gnomes kind of, because some of those are just until they leave my table. I just want to keep them as safe as possible. Hello, Annie. Oh, well, thank you very much. Yeah, it's a sweater that I did make, so. Oh, his chat got removed. Was he put in timeout? Who, Glitchy? Oh, okay. I don't. I didn't see it. My moderators took care of it. I trust them to do whatever needs to be done, so I don't know. Okay, because yeah, I didn't see what it was, so because I was looking at the screen trying to talk to everybody, so I missed what it was, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Not gonna worry about it. That's what I got moderators for. I'll tell you what he said, but I like talking in chat. Thank you. Oh, I don't need to know. I don't need to know. I'm not a person that needs to know, believe me. I don't. I'm okay with not knowing. Okay. So anyway, I'm just going to work on this bag and not worry about restocking anything yet and go on. Oh, I'm doing good, Annie. I'm doing good. I'm just tired, but it's a good tired. It's not, anything bad. It was slow the first day. I'm not gonna lie, it was slower. I sold stuff every day though, so I cannot complain. I can't even complain about that day. I made my money in that first day, as far as like recouping my costs. So I cannot complain. I'm watching because hey, it's all good. It's all good, Lenora. I sold quite a few things. I went with 2 full tubs and like well, those blue ones, those long blue ones that and I definitely am packing everything back up. I almost honestly could get everything back in 1 tub. So, but I still had some of my little, my little guys, which I had them in that big hamper bag and it was about half full. So I still have stuff, but I have some work to do. I have some work to do. I didn't sell any of my blankets, but you know, that's kind of hit or miss. Usually at each one, well, I take that back. I don't think I sold one at Christmas, at my last Christmas show. But the other 2 shows, I either got orders or somebody bought. So, but yeah, it's kind of that's kind of, you never know on any of those. So, so yeah, yesterday and today were much busier, and I was happy. I was happy with that. To me, it was a success. I mean, because I got to do a lot of networking, exchanging business cards and stuff. Got in on some other little craft things that are going on that I otherwise wouldn't have known about. The one that I was thinking that was coming up in June actually is just um so we'll see about that one. I'm going to be going on vacation the end of June, beginning of July because our anniversary is July the 1st. So it'll depend on how that kind of hits, maybe. I don't know. So, and then if I do the one with Jeanette, possibly, I was talking to her earlier this evening on my way home. If I do that one, that'll be in June. So hopefully, maybe she can get some more to do that in her area, and we'll see how that goes because that'll be one for June. Because the other ones that I would really love to do. The one there is another one that I would love to do. That's within about 20 minutes of me, but it's all outside and there's no security, there's no nothing. So you would have to go the day of to set up, and then you would have to tear down every night and then have to go set up again because there's absolutely no security. It's all outdoor, and I really don't want to sleep in my car for 2 days. I really don't want to do anything with that. And I don't want to have to, no, that's more than what I want to deal with. Now, if I had a big trailer, if there was some kind of a trailer that I had, not even a big one, it wouldn't have to be a big one. But, if I had something like that to where you could have it parked because it's in an area where you could kind of park it and you could load your stuff up in there, be a little bit easier because I'd have more room because of my vehicle. It would just, but I just don't want to mess with that. So, car comparison? No, I do not drive a convertible. I went eat out yesterday, but I actually got to enjoy it because my skull plate was put in recently. It's fake, but it works. Okay, good, glitchy. Well, it's good that you got to get out and enjoy. That is true. I mean, I could do we have local U-Haul things all over the place. That's something to consider. It would be something to consider. And I don't even remember how much they are because we rented for whenever the kids moved. No, whenever No, we rented whenever we moved that big sectional that we used to have. It was Seth's sectional. We took it because he didn't have room. Now they've got room, so they got it back, and we got new. so, so yeah. And one of Whitney's friends actually does rent those, so I might be able to get a deal. I don't know. It's thanks for thanks for throwing that out there. Because I wasn't even thinking about that. So, and I could write that off. So, oh gosh. Yep, and I can't wait to have to tell my story on my channel. It's going to help me figure out how to say it all. It's going to help figure out how to say it all. Well, it sounds like you have one amazing story, so glitchy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I think I used the bird hook last night. It'll come to you after a while, I'm sure, Glitchy. Usually for me, when I do that, it's like, oh, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I finally remember what I was going to say. So while I'm taking a halfway break, I blame the fact that I'm tired. Well, being tired, yeah, has a lot to do with it. Hey Sharon, how are you? So I figure on my little break that I'm taking, although I'm still going to be doing stuff, but I'm going to just not, I'm just going to back off a little bit. I'm still going to be crocheting, I'm still going to do my lives, but I'll probably work on like my dishcloths. If there's any other little project that anybody requests from up north with the kids, something, whatever. I'm still looking for Rainbow Friends patterns, so if anybody can steer me in the right direction. I've looked on Etsy and I'm not paying $23.99 for 2, 3 patterns. And so I don't know. I may just have to figure it out. I may just have to wing it. Because some of those Rainbow Friends are really pretty simple. There's nothing too intricate to them. So, but I don't know that my brain is ready to conquer those yet. Maybe in a couple days. So, anyway, but yeah, right now it's going to be simple stuff to where my brain and body can just kind of, yeah, and me not get burnt out, you know. Thank you, Car. Better weather is not as bad as last night. Oh, it's still horrible rain here. This and the rain and stuff was supposed to kind of leave us, but then it legit circled back around. So it has been raining the whole entire time. The only time it wasn't raining today was whenever me and Mom went to load the car back up after market was over, and I was like, "Thank you, Jesus. I'll take the cold over rain any day." And then I'm not kidding. About as soon as we got packed up and leaving the mall parking lot, then it started raining, and it rained the whole way home. so so windy, 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 rain. We got rained on going in. It was so windy and rainy whenever we were packing things in, which we didn't have a whole lot to pack in. I just had my big buggy and stuff, my cart thing that I had that I wanted to take in to bring stuff back out later, and my mannequin that I had taken. But what? It's been doing that off and on here. Too much rain. Yeah. Question: how useful do you see a right eye as? Question: how useful do you see a right eye Yes. I'm very useful, but I mean, I don't. Hello, Joanne, and welcome from Rochester. Well, I'm getting rid of mine in my new PFP. I'm not sure what the PFP is, though. I mean, others may know here, but I don't. I am working on a knot bag that I started last night. Um, I got the two panels sewn together, and now I made the short strap. Now I'm doing the long strap. And I'm making it out of the Karen cotton cake. That's the cotton acrylic blend because I found it at Michael's on clearance for $5. And I was like, I'm getting that because I love it. And it's actually, is it frozen yogurt, I think? Yeah, frozen yogurt. So it's very pretty. Very, very pretty. Very springy, summery. And that's why I'm so surprised that it was on clearance. But I don't know. I consider it to be summery, springy, summery, but I'm getting rid of mine in my new PFP profile picture. Okay. Okay. I guess. I thought it was something else, like some kind of procedure thing or something. So I didn't really know what you were meaning, glitchy. So, okay. I mean, you do you on the profile picture. I mean, um, okay, glitchy. Thanks for coming by. We'll see you again soon, hopefully. Have a great night. Not too awful long. I did mine in granny square style this time. I've made it different ways. Now, if I would have done there's all kinds of names anymore for it, but just doing kind of like the single crochet and then doing like the rib stitch. I've done that before where you just, go in the back stitch of your next row, like doing the single crochet but that takes forever. That takes forever to do it that way, but I love the way it turned out. I have a purple one somewhere. I've lost it. I don't know where it's at. It's somewhere in my house, probably under my bed in a bag because with the rest of the purses that I couldn't find because there were two other bags and two other crossbody bags that I was trying to find. Well, I think they're under my bed somewhere, maybe in one of my storage bags, storage container things. So this one works up really fast. I mean, I worked on it last night while I was live. So, but then of course I was talking and stopping and, whatever. You had Dairy Queen, not fair. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I was a bad girl. I was a bad girl. I was a very bad girl. I'm not going to tell you how bad I was, but I was a bad girl. So, but I was starving and I had barely ate anything all weekend. and and I am like, okay, this is what sounds good. So before I left G Town, I went through and got me and got Sam because Whitney had already ate whatever. So I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and get some because normally I don't go. No, normally I don't, but I did tonight, and I liked it. Oh, good morning, watching from the Philippines. Well, good morning, Irene from the Philippines. And I think you've been here before. I would never tell you you could have it, but now I'm going to be thinking about it. I would never tell you you could have it, but now I'm going to be thinking about it. Yeah, well, you can rub it in my face when you get a go when I'm not allowing myself to have it, so I'll allow you to do that. Doesn't mean I won't come back with something, but. Well, I'm glad you keep coming back, Irene, because I do. I remember your name. So, Roman, how are you? How's the chicken count? I'm going to keep asking every time you come on. How is it going? Bad? What's bad? What happened that's bad? So, whenever I was almost done with the fourth one, I realized that I had forgotten an entire row. It happens to the best of us, Roman. Ask me how I know. So I've done it several times. On that fox blanket that I was working on, I had to rip out a big old section. It glitched me out for a second. So yeah, you just take a deep breath, Roman, and you just on keeping on. I yes, I seen that. I knew what you meant, Lenora. I knew what you meant. I was following you. My body isn't going to like me tomorrow for it. I can tell you that. Like literally, I was sewing it up and then I realized, oh, I forgot the entire round. Yeah, yeah, I know, Roman. I know. It's worth it. No regret. Yeah, after I get through tomorrow, then it'll be like, okay, I'm good again. So it'll be all right. It'll be all right. Yes, Joanne, I have. You had to take yours apart? See, Roman, other people are having issues too. Oh, what happened with yours, Joanne? You had to take it apart. You don't have to, Lenora. You don't have to. I screw up one row. I forgot to double crochet instead. I did single crochet, doing it too tight. Yeah. Well, I guess you could look at it as though, okay, you caught it beforehand and you can start over. I know we don't like to start over, but and sometimes we don't have a choice but to start over. Sometimes you can make it into something, otherwise, but then, so I crochet a sweater with ruffles. Oh, that would be pretty. And two, if you do tend to crochet a little tighter, you could probably get a bigger cut, a little bit, like one hook size bigger, maybe. That's why I like the H and I hook for me, which I always say the letters of the hooks, but and I always have to remember what the millimeters are. But a 5.5 is an I hook, so a 5 would be an H. Those are the ones that I use a lot of. I think, and it is partly because I do tend to sometimes, once I get going, crochet tighter than what I should. I'm not quite as bad at it as what I used to be, but I can still tend to be on the tighter side on some things. And like with this bag that I'm crocheting right now, I'm using a J hook, so it's like a 6. So I didn't want it to be super tight because really this type of bag I'm making for is more like a makeup bag or to put, like cosmetic type stuff in it, like for when you are packing for a trip or something like that, or just like a little makeup bag to have, to put just, things in like that. And yes, you could still use it as another bag type thing just for like going somewhere where real quick with, some cash and your phone and little necessity type bag just to, have by the door to grab as you're going out of the house type thing or something. But I didn't want it to be like real stiff or anything, so that's why I went with the J hook size. My other ones I've done though in this style have been actually like a purse type, more of a purse type bag, arm bag. They were a little bit thicker. Okay. Yeah, so a little ways to go. Hey, Chosen, how are you? You were in and out last night awful quick. You disappeared. How are you doing? Yo, yo, yo. Seems so. He'll be happy too because I got him Dairy Queen. It was his request. So I was like, okay, here we go. Now, if we just had Randy, I didn't see him last night at all. So I don't know if he'll be around tonight or not. Any of them, Sharon. Any of them. My grandson loves them. I got some little monster type crocheted little guys off of Lenora that reminded me to kind of go that they kind of go along with the Friends thing. But I wanted something to kind of go along with that, and it may be that I'll just have to maybe find some kind of something like that or get some more off Lenora. I don't know. I don't know. But I thought it'd be kind of fun to try to even do some of the Rainbow Friends because there's the orange, there's blue, there's red, purple. So I'm any of them. Now there is one of blue that I have found, but I don't know how good the pattern is. But again, some of the, like I looked on Etsy and there was one that only had like maybe three of them, maybe four. They might have had four. I don't know. But it was still $23.99 for those. So hey Spring, YouTube keeps turning live streams into black screen, so it just left the other day. It just did it again after you greeted me. Oh, it hasn't done anything on my end, but a minute ago I hit something on here, but that was whenever I was first live. It wasn't anything after you came in. I did something on my own where I hit something with my screen and then I turned it back on. But like I said, that was a long time ago. That was whenever, that's been probably an hour. I don't know, not an hour ago, but at least a good 30 minutes ago. But so I don't know what that's about. Don't have a clue, Chosen. Nobody else has said anything about that. Yeah, well, good. That's what I was getting ready to ask you if anything was funky now. So that's weird. I gave you my fries because I didn't want my fries. So I did give a couple to Luna because she was going nuts. But other than that, I just needed protein. I needed protein really bad. Excuse me. Well, it's going to keep doing that, probably sharing the weather here, unfortunately. It keeps going back and forth. So, it did it to me the other day. I had to get out of the lives and come back in, then it was fine. Stay healthy, young lady. Hey, Crypto. Oh, I'm doing all the things. So we'll see if that makes any difference what I just did on that thingy. So we'll see. Was it raining whenever you came home, Sam? Oh, it wasn't? Oh, that's amazing. I'm trying to remember the timeline. By the time I got Grandma home, it was after 6, so maybe 6:30ish, something like that.
As far as I know, haven't been raining for a while.
Well, it was raining on me earlier, but
Well, I mean, was it bad for like the past 5 hours or so?
right. Well, it didn't rain on us whenever we were packing up, so that was good. Hey, Danae, how are you? No, going in, it rained on us, but we didn't have a lot to take in, of course. But I did take my one mannequin today, and of course we had to take the buggy in and stuff. But good. I'm glad you're doing well, Danae. Yes, I'm finishing up the knot bag that I was working on last night. I have the long strap to do, and I've about got it done. Because I got the shorter one done last night, so now I'm working on the longer one, which it may be about ready. I don't want it outrageous, but I want it enough. A little bit more. Since it's been a while, guess a president, and I'll figure out who you're referencing. So I'm supposed to think of a president. And then you're gonna guess who I'm thinking? Is that what I'm doing, Chosen? Um, yes. Yes, Chosen. They were. Uh, yes. Younger than 70. We're talking during their presidency, right? Were they extroverted or introverted? Well, I think they could be a little of both. I think they could have been a little of both of the extrovert introvert. I know it sounds quirky, but I think they could. I think maybe. I guess. I'm gonna have to look that word up to get total clarification on that. I've never come across that word, but I take it that it's a combination.
Long verb. You're not getting
Yeah, their chicken basket is always good.
What'd you go getting?
I got me some chicken. I just got the $7 thing because I didn't want a ton of food. Where you could get the ice cream and the
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah.
3-piece.
which I almost got you, but I figured you'd be more hungry than that. So yes, and that's one reason why I gave you my French fries is because even though I'm not a huge ice cream person, it sounded good, so I got half hot fudge and half peanut butter, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Yeah,
Just saying.
that combination tends to get pretty good.
Yes, it does. That is my weakness is the chocolate and peanut butter combo. So, oh, and I did get you some more chocolate covered peanuts from Royal King. They're in the freezer.
I thought they were
Huh?
more for you.
Huh?
I thought they were more for you.
Well, you were the one asking for it the other day.
I mean, I didn't start eating on them until like basically the whole entire bag was gone.
Well, the bag is almost all the way gone because Grandma got to eating on them, which is fine. And she was like, "I'm kind of hungry for some chocolate," and I was like, "Well,
Yeah.
I have to go down to Real King anyway, so."
Grandma craves chocolate. Man.
Oh yeah, she is the chocolate. So anyway, yes, I had some too, but she was definitely enjoying it.
Well, yeah, they're good.
And then I did get a new mix of some kind. I can't remember what it's called. I don't know where it's at though. It may still be out in the car. But anyway, I'll get it at some point. It has a different stuff in it, different nuts and stuff in it. And I think it has like peanut butter cups in it.
Oh, that'll be good.
So I'd never seen it at the one in E, so
Yeah.
I went ahead and got it to try it. Do you have a pattern for your sweater? No, I don't. No, but it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. So it's one that one of these days maybe I will put up something. I don't know, but yeah, it's one that I just made. So I just came up with it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So no, like I said, one of these days I may sit down and write the pattern out and do a tutorial or I don't know, something maybe, I don't know. I have a few different clothing things that I have done that no, I didn't write them down, but I could probably go back and figure it out to do. I didn't make them too complicated. And I do get asked. I do get asked, but I would love to watch a tutorial for that sweater you got on. Well, I'll think about it. think about it. Um, it would be one that I would film. I doubt that I would do it live. So I don't want it to last, 10 hours. So, and like I said, really honestly, it is super easy. There's nothing hard about it. And it's one that really, by measurement, I mean, that's the way that I did it, was to, you know, because I've made more than one, so, and made different sizes. So it's basically taking your measurements and going by that too. So, but I'll figure out a way to do it for a tutorial to where it's not quite like that. I'm not going to do that to people, you know. I'll go ahead and put offer more than one size. So it would take me a minute, and so. Teddy Roosevelt? No, it's not. Okay, I've got the bag done. I just sewed so yeah, you can wear it on your arm, wear it up on your arm, depending on how much stuff you have in it. And you can always make your straps longer or shorter. Always want to make them a little bit, so then it's always going to fit on your arm, however you want to do it. So super easy bag on this too. There's so many different styles and way to do these. It's definitely can make them your own. So no. Yeah, it's not Teddy Roosevelt. I'm sorry. It's not. Thank you, Sharon. Yeah, I think the colors, I mean, this one strap, well, the one side of this strap, it stayed pretty well the same color, but this one stayed all the same color, kind of that peachy color. Peachy color. And then this one kind of faded into the lighter peach. So, oh, goodness. So, what I'm going to start working on now. I thought about working on my watering can gnome, but I'm not going to do that because I said I'm not starting a big project. But this is the watering can gnome that I eventually will conquer. She did not get made for this market. It was a goal for me to make her, but it did not get done, and that's okay. Her buddies are still waiting on her. They did not sell. So, but like I said, I'm going to have to put up some kind of sign or something, because for no touching, only look, look with your eyes, not with your fingers, whatever, for some of those things. Because I'm just going to say, they didn't take a beating to the point that there's anything wrong with them, but oh my. So anyway, or I'm gonna have to set them up high, because I can set them up high, out of the reach of little people fingers. So yes. So, but there were so many mothers and older people that were telling you, look with your hands, not with your with your eyes, not with your hands. And so, yeah, there were, but this one little girl, it was funny, but I felt for the mom too, and whatever. But this one little girl, she came whizzing by and just snatched out of my little 3-tier basket thing that had my little critters in it, farm animal critters and my pups and stuff. And I had just a few of the chickens in the very bottom, my stand-up chickens, kind of taller, skinny chickens. She grabbed that chicken and she took off like it was a football. And I could hear the mom, "You stop right there, young lady." And I was like, oh my gosh. She was after her. You would have thought that it was like a game of football. So anyway, she goes running after her. The girl drops the chicken, and the mom picks it up. She's mortified. She comes over and she goes, "I am so sorry. I am so sorry." Because, it was just out of the blue. And so I was like, "It's fine. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. She didn't hurt anything, whatever." She was containing her, trying to get her under control. She was trying to pick, because the tag had come off of it in the meantime. I said, "Don't worry about the tag. I will take care of the tag. Don't worry about it." So, anyway, just those types of things, and if that's the worst thing that ever happens, but still. Yeah. So, anyway, watering can gnome is going to be for a later day. So we're working on dish talk. We're working on dishcloths. That's what I said. I was going to be working on easy stuff. That's what I'm doing. So dishcloths. I need to finish my Afghan when I get time. It's zigzag style, all different colors. Oh, the chevron? Is that what it is, Sharon? I love the chevron. I love the chevron. They're so pretty. I have a scrap one that's in the closet that I work on every now and then, is just a go-between if I can't think of something, or if I'm just kind of like, just to work on something while I'm chatting, or whatever. I'll dig it out, but I haven't for a while. I haven't grabbed it for a while. Ah, the good old, now you see me, now you don't. Yeah, kind of like that. But yeah, I love those chevrons. I love that they're just kind of that retro, just kind of go-to, never go out of style. They're so pretty. You can make them however you want, whatever colors you want. And how in the world did my comb get clear over there? Oh my goodness. Hey Tracy, how are you? Did you guess right on what? With the little kid running off with the chicken thing? That's what I thought you were meaning. The now you see me, now you don't. With the little girl. Good. I'm glad you're doing well, Tracy. Oh, I don't want that one. My eye. You said Teddy Roosevelt, and I said no. I didn't see another guess. Oh, I see it now. Abraham Lincoln. No, it's not that one either. Sorry, I just saw the other one. No, it wasn't. It wasn't Honest Abe. How did the market go? The market went really good this weekend. I was happy. Friday was slower, but I said I still can't complain or dog on it, because I made my money back that first day as far as my cost and everything was concerned. So that was good. The second day was busier, and I did good that day. And then today was really good. I mean, from the get go, as soon as we walked in, we hadn't even got all the way set up, and we had people that were wanting stuff. And this cute little boy. Oh, he was so cute. He was probably my grandson's age, and he was just the cutest thing. And he was there looking for a present for his Nana. He wanted to get something for his Nana. So he picked out a chicken, and then he picked out an octopus. Well, then he brings the octopus to me and goes, I want you have. I want you have. And so anyway, he ended up getting a chicken and an octopus. And it was adorable. Cutest little guy. So no, 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 brown eyes, chosen, no. Not him either. And I said, you know what? If that's how great of a start of a day is that, you know? And he was just so happy and excited, and he handed me his money and stuff, and so it was just so cute. I said, if anything, my day was made right there. I'm just working on dishcloths now because I sold quite a few of my dishcloths too. So I'm glad I made extras. I'm glad I made extras. Excuse me. And I did sell some of my scrubbies, but I still have a few of those extra made up. But I'll probably still make a few just to have a few more. And definitely before the June time comes, I'll probably do just a few more of those. But yeah, I it was worth it to go to, get my name even more out there, finding out about other shows and stuff going on and stuff like that. And so, my phone is near 0. Good. Okay, we'll see you later. We'll see you later, Chosen. Have a good night. Thanks for popping in. I am doing another market in June at the same place that I was at this past weekend, and possibly another one in June. So we'll see. We'll see on that. The one I was talking about to you earlier, Jeanette, I told you wrong. I thought it was June, but it's actually in July. It's Christmas in July. So I don't know if it would be one that you would be interested in or not, but So yeah, I'll have possibly 2 in June and the one in July. And then after that, I probably won't do any until fall because it'll be summertime and I'll be going north with my kids and stuff more. Um, and other things going on this summer. And so I'm hoping to do more. I'm hoping that building up more on my whatnot because I am definitely, now that I made it through this market, that's my next thing. I'm going to start going back to whatnot of doing on there, trying to do like lives and stuff like that. So, because I took a break from doing that, and but like I said, I want to take a little bit of a break before I go too gun ho of anything. But with the whatnot and doing the auctions, or even just doing lives there, like I was doing for a little bit, I think I did maybe a couple of lives where I was just on there doing kind of like what I'm doing now, and just getting my name out there on that too. Because what would be great is if I could just do whatnot and Facebook and YouTube, those types of things. Not to say that I wouldn't ever do a market ever, again or anything like that, but not have to rely on the markets so much. And I do already do fairly decently on my Facebook, but I feel like I need to just kind of keep pushing to get my name out a little bit more, being more consistent in it and stuff. And because whenever I was working full time, people knew I did it. And so during holiday time, I'd be busy with it because people knew that I crocheted, and I would put stuff up every now and then around holiday time. So I'd always be busy around holiday time. That's how I'd made extra money then. But it was never consistent like all year long. So. Oh, if it's out in the country near the sea town. Well, it was W. The one in W that I told you for Christmas in July. And the lady that was telling me about it, I don't know what her first name was, but I sent this one on Facebook a message wanting that I was interested in the information. So maybe the name is Debbie. I don't remember. I just kind of looked at it and it gave a name. But yeah, so if you're talking somewhere Seatown area, no. No, it wasn't. No. I know it wasn't that. I know it wasn't Dunning. I know that for sure. I have a screenshot of it I can send to you. Yeah, because I don't. Yeah, if I try to look it up right now to see it, then it'll knock me off. So. I know it's on a Friday for like a few hours in the evening, and then Saturday for a certain amount of hours. I got burned from that one. Promised a 10 by 10 space, got one 8-foot table. Oh my. Oh, was that one that you put up that you. I remember that because I watched that here a while back. I think going through some of your stuff, watching some of your stuff to help on your hours and stuff. And I think I come across that one. And that was like more sea town, right? I don't blame you. If you were supposed to get a 10 by 10 and only got an 8-foot table. Because the way it sounded, there wasn't enough room for the people that were in there to begin with, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, shoot. I'm not paying attention to my own pattern. I started one way and then I've ended up another. And it's like, nope, Johnna, you got to rip it out. You're not even doing what you wanted. No, there wasn't. And of course, she called and apologized for the miscommunication. But did she refund you your money or no? Hey, Robin. Said they were packed all day. 5 people would have packed the place. Right. Because after all the people that were in there to begin with, you wouldn't have been able to have hardly got anybody else in there anyway. Right now, I'm working on a dishcloth. I'm replenishing my dishcloths from my market this past weekend. I just finished a knot bag, so finished up on it that I had started last night, and I made it out of the Karen cotton cake with the knot bag. So finished it up. So I'm working on easy stuff now. I never. Oh, you never did pay for it ahead of time or anything. Okay, gotcha. I never worked. I walked in to pay and set up, and they were trying to figure out customer flow. Gotcha. Well, that's good that you didn't pay. Thank you, Swan. Yeah. Thank you, Robin. I was right. You call me. Shorts don't count for watch hours, you know that. Well, that you put up wasn't a short. I thought it was a video. But you can get watch time out of your shorts because you can actually get monetized if you just do shorts. It's a lot more. You have to get a lot more, but yeah, I thought it was a video I thought it was a video. But yeah, I mean, I was watching whatever I saw on there, so. But I mainly do my shorts to get subscribers because that's how I built a lot of my subscribers early on. So And I was building my watch hours with my shorts. So at that time anyway, I mean, unless something's changed, but I built watch hours doing that too. But I do shorts for fun just to break stuff up, whatever, because that's, like I said, that's originally what I did anyway. So yeah, I don't think too much about it. I just have fun doing what I'm doing. So I've been adding them up according to their stats, and my times are lagging by 3 hours. Anything you have to find it fun. Oh yeah, and changing things up and whatever. I mean, because like I said, that's how I originally started out, and I did do a few videos here and there, and but I was still working full time, and I didn't have time to do both. And so now, yeah, I just mainly do lives, because it is so much easier, and you don't have to do all the editing and all that kind of stuff, and you can grow fairly quickly, and we still have to work on it. It's still a lot of work, but I want it to be fun too. So I change it up. So I don't think too much about it on the short thing. It's like it is what it is, but I have fun doing it. And some of my shorts I've gotten a lot of views on, which I'm, okay. But really, it does help for other people. I think it helps me because it gets them connected to some of my videos sometimes because I can connect them to some of my videos if I want to. And I have done that. So then they go in and they start watching my videos, you know. So that helps a lot. And it does help to build subscribers, So even if the hours aren't like what they are for long form, it's still helping me. It's still a good tool to utilize, So because I'm not banking on my short stuff, I just do it for fun. And I don't mind doing the videos, but definitely, sitting down and editing them and stuff, and then waiting for them to, download, upload, whatever, and all the stuff, and blah, 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 blah. Voiceovering if you want to do any voiceover stuff, and making sure your music and everything, you don't have anything in the background, and you don't get, even now I have to worry about that, in the background for copyright stuff, but, you know. Right, I have to get a new computer to start back in with videos. Yes, that's helped me for sure. It helps, but I'm more focused now. That is all a pain. Editing is not fun on tutorials. Editing is not fun on anything really. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's not the most fun. But there's other people that love it, and that's good. But it's not as much fun for me on the editing front. I'd rather just get on here and interact with people in real time than to, do the videos or tutorial type things or whatever. I'm not opposed to ever doing them though, a tutorial or something, but um just right now I know I don't have time to do it, but eventually I will. After I take a little bit of a tiny break of just, a slow down break, I should say, and just kind of, take a little breather and then start in with, building my inventory back up a little bit more of what I need for, in June. So, and kind of adding some stuff a little bit, so making sure my pattern is on the screen at the right times. making sure my pattern is on the screen at the right times, right? If you are not crunched for time, I don't know what that feels like. Oh, I used to not know what that felt like too. But now it's like, since I don't work outside, I just work from home, and stuff. There's times that I am crunched for time and sometimes I'm not. It just depends on what's going on in my life. Yeah. I guess I'm just preparing myself that this will be my last show for a while. Well, and that's the thing. I had a lot of life happening the end of last year and the beginning of this year, and I didn't get to do a lot of what I wanted to do. And I had a lot of no time, but I just had to keep doing, and doing the best I could with what I had going on, and kind of like where you're at right now, Jeanette. So even in my retirement, there I've had my time, but it's gotten better now, and it's not as much that way, and I am relaxing in that for the time being. So, because whenever I was working, I didn't feel like I had time to even take a breath. It was crazy nonstop, but it was good stuff too in there. I mean, it wasn't bad, but my body couldn't take it anymore, that's for sure. So, if I sell it this one like I did the last one, it will take me a year to rebuild the inventory. Hey, Maisie, yes, it has been. It's been a long time since you've been here. How you been? Well, I guess you just work on a little bit at a time the best you can. So that's all I know. And I know it's hard when you got a lot going on. But well, I mean, I don't call it depressing necessarily, but you're just doing what you got to do, We just do what we got to do at the times, and it's not always great, and it's not sunshine and rainbows and butterflies, but you just make the most of what it is, and come up for air as often as possible. When Devin was grown, I would have time for myself. Right? Oh, it doesn't happen that way, Jeanette. It doesn't happen that way. Be nice if it happened that way, but it don't. But granted, I mean, I do have it a little bit more than you do, My kids are north, and that's the thing. I wish they were here more. I wish I could see them every day, but I can't, And Sam's still here, so, and at least with that, and he can help around here a lot and do and stuff like that too. And so that's been a huge blessing. But I know it's kind of settled a little bit more with me now, so. But I am getting ready to go north for some of May, so I will be taking my stuff there and probably going live from there. So I'll be in yet another location. So, and when that will be for sure, I'm not sure. It could be within the next weekish. So, Oh, I hear you on that too, Jeanette, with the napping thing. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I know it's a it's one of those things. You want it all and you want to do it all and all the things and I'm the same way. If mine were here, I wouldn't want him leaving either. So, I hear you. I was talking to Cindy the other day and it was like, who ripped out a page in the book? It was like somebody ripped out a whole chapter in the book somewhere of all of this stuff, because you have in your head the idea of what it's going to be, and whenever you get older, and oh, I'll just get a job and it'll be great, no, it'll be fine, get through school, get a job, get that money, I'll have my own car, I'll have my own place, I have my own freedom. Woo! It's going to be so easy. Somebody ripped out the page in the book. Where is it? I want that. I want that chapter of like telling me this is how it is, It's like somebody ripped out the page, something. They ripped out the good parts. They ripped out which I'm not saying I don't have good parts. Don't get me wrong on that. I have good parts, but it's like, oh boy, I want the chapter. Where's the chapter? Where are you going now and why? Kathy, I'll be going north to my kid's house to see my grandbabies. Right, but I love doing the live, so if I have to give up shows, I will just try whatnot tutorials. My mom and dad are not running around nuts. It's the mindset. You just have to redirect the I wanted to. Yeah, because that's what I want to do is get back to my whatnot. Because the whatnot, after I got it figured out, it wasn't that bad, and I did enjoy it. Was it frustrating a little bit because of the internet thing there for a minute? Yeah, it was. It was very irritating. And now that we've got that a little more figured out, and should be anyway, I haven't went back to whatnot for a little while, so we'll see. But that's what I would love to do, is to be able for whatnot, Facebook, YouTube would be great, and throw in an occasional market, maybe 2 markets a year, one at the beginning of the year and one at the end for holiday, something like that, whatever, just throwing that out there. Oh, I will, Kathy. I will. I'm used to the drive. And actually, it's not too bad. Lenora, for me, it's the make YouTube big enough to replace the other two. Oh, and that's one reason why after I retired, that was my focus, was to work on my YouTube more and to make it to where I could make a little bit of income to be able to have a little bit of an income. I'm not planning on getting rich or nothing, I can tell you that. But I want it to be fun. And so low and slow to me is fine. Building that foundation, that community. And if it takes me a while, it takes me a while. I want core people, good people, people that want to be here, and things. And I'm not saying that the others don't want to be necessarily, but I want people to enjoy themselves whenever they're here and everything too. And so that's why I'm like, I fight so hard to get all the trolls out. And yes, I believe that everyone has a right to be seen and heard. Everybody is definitely deserves to have a safe place to land. And I say that all the time. Those are the 2 key things that I say all the time. And so all of those people are welcome. But if they cannot behave themselves, then no, they don't. They can go somewhere else, where another community, where find your acceptance there, I guess, you know. And that's why sometimes I let things go for just a second, you know. And Lenora, she's figured out kind of how I am and whatever, so she knows, you know, with her and her daughter and stuff. I completely trust them to, you know, because they know. And but that's the thing, you know, some of those that are doing that, it's like, okay, hurt people, you know. So I want people to be able to come here, and I want people to enjoy it, but I don't want those people ruining it for the people that want to be here and that are here for the true reason of being here. Because mine isn't even all about crochet. Yeah, I crochet while I'm talking, you know, and that's the way it's always been. Do I love to crochet? Yes. Do I have a heart for crochet? Yes. God has given me a gift, you know, and I do that. But that is one thing I pray over it every time I get on here. And you know, I want to be the hands and feet of Jesus, and whatever that is, you know, that's what I want, you know. So I've given it to him. So however he has a plan for me to be here in whatever capacity, if I stay where I'm at, then that's where I stay, you know. So would I like to make an income off of here? Yes, I would. I would really love to be able to make a little bit of an income, but we'll see. We'll see how that pans out. I can't worry about it. I'm just being me and doing me, and I'm having fun doing it. So yeah, and I mean, and that's the thing. I mean, that's what I'm meaning by that. It's like I want people to be able to come here and feel safe and that they can be themselves, because I've already had people that have come in here that I am very close with now that have been ridiculed and banned from the way they're talking. There's been a few of them that because of whatever, and it's like, no, I'm not ever going to do that. I'm not ever going to do that to people. If you're a kind person and you have something to bring to the table, we may not all agree 100% on any, on certain subjects or whatever, but that doesn't mean that I can't still love you and still see who for who you are. And there's a lot of these kids that, yes, I mean, they need a place to come as us, because we are mothers, we're people that have children that we care deeply for, and we have people that we care deeply for. We can understand them, we can connect with them, we can steer them in the right direction, we can try to keep them as safe as possible. But then there are those questions of sometimes whenever because I've talked to Cindy about this too, it's like, and it's something to think about. And I mean, it's scary, and I don't want to think about it because my brain goes in 50 trillion directions, believe me. And for some of these kids, some kids can be posing as though they are children, but they are actually predators, and vice versa. Or they are posing as children in order to get children to engage with them. So that's why I investigate a lot of those that are telling me that they are children. But there's a lot of them that have posed that way, and that they are children, But it's a scary world. So I want them to be able to come somewhere that they're safe. But the thing is, we don't know who else is behind there either. So we can only do as much as what we can on our part too. So. Well, thank you, Nifty, and thanks for hanging out with us tonight. You have a good night and get a good night's rest. Hey, Vima, how are you? I hope you're doing well. And I know I've gotten connected with so many people that I am so hugely thankful for, that I do view as more than, very much good friends, family. It's like we're building a family and a community here at the same time, and that's what I want it to be. But it's such a scary world. It's so scary. Well, yes, Lenora. I mean, you have been with me from day one, and we have just had a connection and a bond from the get go. It's been pretty scary, but it's been a good scary. So. Oh, migraine. Oh, no. Yeah, migraines are not fun. Not fun. I used to get them years ago, and was on medication for them, but thank God I do not have them anymore. But every now and then I can kind of feel where it wants to start. I have the path that it wants to go. But I am so sorry to hear that. I hope it passes quickly. Hey, Carrie, how are you doing? I'm sorry that I have not got you emailed or anything, Carrie, with everything going on. I have not done it. And then, of course, I've hopped on the lives and stuff, but I am sorry that I have not got you emailed. That's good, Vima. I'm glad. And the fact that I was watching Jeanette's videos before she joined in here. Yeah, whenever you said that, Lenora, I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Because I remember when you made that comment, like, oh, I think I've watched some of your videos. And I was like, oh, you got to be kidding me. Yeah, she said that a long time ago, Jeanette, like early on, that she thought that she had seen some of your videos or had watched them or knew that she had or something. I remember her saying it. Maisie, I'm working on dishcloths. I need to replenish my gluten dishcloths. I sold quite a few at my market. So, excuse me, I'm trying to get some more made up. I have this brown variegated, kind of different shades of the brown that I need to get used up. So I'm just going to crochet some dishcloths for it. Oh, I'm getting the hiccups. Jeez. Yes, we talked about it that night. I went to my subscriptions to check, and it was you. Kids message me a lot now telling me to go live so they can chat. I miss so many of yours internet live streams. Also cool. Oh, okay. It's okay being mad. I just hope you feel better soon. Oh, that's so. I get migraines that are awful. Yeah, they're not fun. Not fun. So yeah, you just need to take care of yourself, Beeman, and rest and do whatever you need to do to get back. Well, good night, Danae. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Get a good sleep, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you, Danae. I know I hate the vomiting part. It gets a pain. Yeah. Good night. Gotta go to bed because I have a long, long trip tomorrow. Well, good night, Maisie. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight for a little bit. I'm glad you popped back in. Hadn't seen you in a while, so I'm glad you're doing good. And safe travels. Safe travels tomorrow. have that. I'm feeling better and I use the mobile a little bit. Well, I'm glad you're gradually feeling better, Vima. You're welcome, Vima. That's me and my pick at Graceland last year. Well, I'm on my phone, so I can't really see it, but by the way, you're looking gorgeous tonight. Sorry, I forgot to mention. Well, thank you, Vima. It's for I was at market today. I had my last day of market today, so I actually tried to look presentable today. But I thank you. I thank you, Vima. I appreciate that. I went to Graceland for well, it was the year before I turned 50, but I wanted to go so bad. So we went the summer before I turned 50. Oh, well, thank you. I love this color. Green is my favorite color. So, all shades of green, really. So, yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Sharon, and thank you, Bima. That's very sweet. Okay, Carrie. Good night, Jeanette. Get some good sleep. Okay, Carrie. Where's that? Oh, Vima, you're so sweet. Love you too, sweetie. Yeah, thank you. This is what I am knitting on right now. Okay, it's coming through. Well, I wonder where Randy is. Didn't see him last night, didn't see him today, so I hope he's okay. Hopefully the girls didn't wear him out too bad. Oh, that is cute. Those colors. I like those colors. Very nice. This is what Carrie's working on. She sent a few pictures, so. The Super Saver Jumbo Speckle. Okay. Oh, bubble gum speckle. Oh, wow. I like that. Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, that's a good job. I cannot knit like that. It's been so long since I've knitted that, yeah. Yeah, that's going to be so pretty. It's already pretty. Good job, Carrie. That's what I was wondering. If those girls drag him out all over the place, there's no telling. He may be exhausted. I got it through Walmart. Oh, you got it. Okay. Yeah, it's really pretty. I had to have a chocolate brownie. Well, I had me some ice cream this evening, and I don't usually go for ice cream, but I went to Dairy Queen earlier and I got me a little sundae that came with my chicken that I got. And I had half hot fudge and half peanut butter. And it was yummy. It was yummy. I'm not going to lie. But I said my body is not going to like me tomorrow for it. Yeah, I don't either, Sharon. I am not a sweets person. I'm not an ice cream person. Everybody else in my family is, but I am not. Now, do I like carbs? Yeah, I like carbs, but I'm just not a sweet carb, person. So, but it was good. But you see, I had the chocolate and the peanut butter, yeah, the chocolate and the peanut butter mix. So it took down a little bit of of the sweet. Whitney, he could sit here and eat a half a gallon ice cream by himself. He loves ice cream, but he'll go in spurts then where he won't have it for a while. But oh my gosh, that man can put down the ice cream. But I don't, I'm not stopping him because he needed to gain some weight back. So I'd be sick that. Oh, me too. Me too, Sharon. I couldn't. No, I can't either. Couldn't do it. Totally would mess with me. Yes, I have crocheted a beanie before. I've been asked that already once tonight. That's weird. Hmm. Yeah, my husband too. He had a peanut butter banana smoothie I made him today. Oh. Oh gosh. A YouTuber is wearing one on live tonight. Okay. Gotcha. Well, and that was one thing I told Whitney. I was like, okay, eat as much ice cream as you want because it isn't really gonna, it's not gonna, you need to gain some weight back. So that's what I told him. I wasn't gonna get on him too much about it. And like I said, he kind of goes in spurts where he'll, which he's out of ice cream right now. And I told him, I was like, we can go and get you some more ice cream if you want to. He goes, no. So he must be laying off of it for a little bit again. I don't know. So. I can maybe guess who the YouTuber is. I don't know. If they're a crocheter. If not, then no, not necessarily. So. And that is true. Because I mean, I would get burnt out very quickly from it. I mean, because like what I had tonight, I can go forever. I mean, I can go for weeks and not have ice cream again. Wouldn't bother me a bit. And I have to be in the mood for it. It has to be something that is like, oh, that sounds kind of good before, because I don't just gravitate to it at all. I have been what? Okay. Randy, you finally showed up. I was freaking out. I literally was freaking out. Were your ears burning? Unless we're talking DQ. Right here. So So, Randy, how was your weekend? Are you recouped? Are you rejuvenated? Are you with it? Well, I didn't see you last night, and you're just now coming on tonight. And I was like, oh my gosh, did the girls wear him out that bad? I was worried that something happened, that they kidnapped you or something. Got all wore out from the doings, from the running around and shopping and partying and eating and. Oh dear, I have to go. Sorry, I have to grab some breakfast and take the medicine. Maybe I'll pop in after breakfast live. Thank you everyone for love and warm wishes. Good night, Vima. Good night. And I hope you get to continuing to feeling better, and we will talk again soon. Thanks for stopping in. Get some good rest. Take it easy today. Oh, yeah. We miss him when he's not here. We miss him when he's not here. I had company every day since Friday, which, yeah, I thought you had big plans this weekend. Randy, you just missed her showing my project that I'm working on. You might want to go back a little bit and I'm live and see it for yourself. I can show it again. I have it right here. Oh, where'd it go? I must have clicked it off. Come on. This is what she's working on right now. Those colors are so pretty. I love it. You're welcome, and same back to you, Vima. Do you have to work tomorrow, Randy? Or do you have the day off? Oh, you're welcome, Carrie. Absolutely. I know. I agree, Lenora. I'm hoping that maybe he might, but so he can regroup and recoup. I have to work tomorrow afternoon after I go pay bills. Yeah, I have to do that tomorrow too. I have to get all mine scheduled so then I don't worry about it for the rest of the month. That's what I do at the beginning of the month. I sit down and schedule all of them. Then I'm good to go and don't have to worry about it the rest of the month. Hello, Catherine. Yes, I did. I did make my sweater. Thank Jesus I'm off Tuesday and Wednesday. Oh, well, that's good that you get both of those days off. So, yeah. Take it easy and. But I hope you did have a fun weekend. I hope it was fun. I hope it was everything you wanted it to be and more. Because it's good whenever you get to be with your people. Sam's watching something funny. I'm so thankful I have no appointments all week this week. Oh, yeah, that'll be nice, Carrie. One less thing to worry about, you know. It's always nice to kind of have a freed up week. Not as much going on. It's kind of that way here for me this week. I mean, I'll still do my everyday stuff, but I can get my house caught back up a little bit. I can get some other things done around here that have been kind of things that I've wanted to get done but have held off on doing because I'm getting everything ready for this past weekend. So Friday night, my cousin came and spent the night. We baked homemade pot pies. Oh, nice. We stayed up till 3:30 in the morning. Oh my goodness. On Friday night? Woo! That's fun. That's fun. She left Saturday morning at 6 a.m. to go visit my dad and siblings. At 7:30, the phone was ringing, and my college girlfriends say we are 1 hour away. Oh my gosh! So yeah, you were go, go, go. Hey gamer, yeah, I'm doing great. How are you? Tired but great. Doing all the things. Oh, shoot. So I get up, take a quick shower, girls show up, we go to breakfast and shopping in antique shops and garage sales, and then we have lunch. At 2 p.m., the girls left to continue with their journey. Wow, that was a lot packed into that short of time. Hello. Welcome from Pakistan. I was trying not to. I'm not good at that. You have to be careful sometimes. I am in America, so. So I go straight home, lay down, go to sleep, and 1 hour later, knock on the door. It's 3 p.m. It's my adopted daughter. Oh my. Oh. You do have a channel? Oh, good. What is your topic on your channel? Anything in particular? Mine is designing and stitching. Oh, cool. I'll have to check that out. Visit till 8 p.m. with her and honestly fell asleep. Didn't wake up till almost time for church. Oh my. Oh my goodness. So yeah, you've been going like crazy, Randy. All good stuff. Well, I'm going to write that down so I can check it out. I'm always looking for new people to watch and learn from and help support. And today I left the house at 9 this morning. I got home tonight at 9:30. It's been a long day. Oh my gosh, yes. You've had a long 3 days. Long, long weekend. Yes, yes, yes. One more row. Feel like I could literally go to sleep and sleep till next weekend. Yeah, I know that feeling. I have been there, done that. But sometimes it's like you get so tired, then you can't even get settled down, you know? I'm done with my subscribers, but my watch time, I need to complete my watch time. Yeah, and that's kind of where I'm at with some of mine too. I am so close to getting the rest of my watch hours, and they're building, so it's getting closer and closer. So I feel you on that. Because, yeah, I've got my subscribers too. It's just getting the rest of my watch hours for the second level. So I'm very sorry if I worried you or anyone by not being on. I certainly don't want to worry anybody. I figured I'd hear from you eventually. I was just hoping you were enjoying your weekend with all the plans you had. So no apologies are necessary, Randy. It's fine. Oh yeah. I mean, at least that's it's from all good stuff, It is. It's from all good stuff. So that's what makes it even nicer. Makes it a little bit easier, a little bit, it's not as stress tired. It's a good stuff tired. Kind of. And I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name, so I'm just gonna go with Masuma. Do you do like the lives and stuff? I've been doing stuff on YouTube for a couple of years, but not really serious with it, and like really devoting a lot of time and trying to work it better since past September. So yeah, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. When I said that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go with Masuma, hoping that was right. Okay, Kathy, you have a good night, get some good rest, and hopefully talk to you tomorrow or sometime soon. Enjoy your evening. Randy, my market was good. It was. Friday was a little bit slower, but like I've said, I guess, mentioned it a few times, so I'm going to repeat myself, um, which I'm okay with. Um, I on Friday it wasn't super busy, but I definitely made my money. You know, I covered my cost for on Friday, so that's good that I started off that way. So then, it was just good from there. Of making profit. So yeah, it was worth it, and I'm going to go back in June. So because they do offer, it's actually considered a flea market, but I'm still going to give it a go. I'm still going to try it. So because I don't have anything for May, or I mean June. I don't have anything for May. That's true too, but I didn't have anything solid scheduled for June. So now I may possibly have two in June and one in July. So, but anyway, Masuma, I started out with just doing shorts. Whenever I was still working full time, I did a lot of shorts and just for fun. And I did a few videos here and there. I didn't do the lives, but in September I started doing lives, and that's all I do now is lives. So every not all I do. I take that back. I have done a few shorts still. I still do that, but as far as like anything consistently, as far as being online, I tend to do the lives more than I do anything. I had put up like shorter videos and stuff, and but nothing major. It's mainly that I've stuck to doing the live. Michael, yes. I'm just going to be honest. Yeah. I was just talking about this. I was just talking about this with someone here like a day or so ago. Because in my brain, I'm still, yeah, and it definitely feels like it was just yesterday. And time, the clock can slow down a little bit. And there's some days I feel like it's gotten sped up on me a little bit, and then other days not as much. Do I want to go back to those days though? No, I don't. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy. And I know my grandparents and my aunts and everything would always tell me, oh, time, it just goes so fast. It goes so fast. And I was like, well, it don't feel like that now. Well, yeah, back when you were that age, it felt a week was a year. And that time between Thanksgiving and Christmas was 2 years. Now it's a blink of an eye. They don't even distinguish hardly between the holiday. So yeah, it's crazy. I can't believe we are in the month of May already. Oh, I know. I know. I'm with you on that too, Randy. I'm with you on that too. Because it's like once, we kind of get a little bit out of winter, get through February and stuff, and I say get me to March and I'm good. But March, it's like it just takes off. And then boom, here it is. Which I'm ready for, just to get consistent of having some more sunny days and a little bit warmer, and but not so stinking hot you can't be outside. That's the part I don't like, the humidity. I'm not looking forward to the humidity, and I'm hearing that we're supposed to maybe have a hotter summer this year. Yes, it was in the 40s today here too. So yeah, this morning, whenever we left to go to the mall to set back up for the day, I think it was 45, and that was like around 11 o'clock. That's why I'm wearing a sweater, and that's why I still have the sweater on. The last couple days though, I was just fine, but I mean, it was still kind of cool, but it wasn't anything horrible. But today, I was like, no, it is cold. It is cold. Almost got my dishcloth done. Just doing my border now. Oh, and Randy, I got my fox Afghan Grafghan thing done. I was so excited to finally get that done, so I'm delivering that on Thursday. Oh, yeah. It doesn't surprise me. It's going back and forth a little bit. Okay, I know why now. It might be because my thingy went out, so hold on. Hang tight. Okay, hold on. Okay, let me know if I get any better. Whoa. What is going on? Whatever. Is it any better? Bam, and there I am. Good deal. I performed my magic. Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, I'm going to finish putting my border on this, and then I'm probably going to get off of here for tonight because I'll be back on in the morning. So, I'm going to try to find um, some other like little fidget type things or something for kids to maybe have for this flea market that's coming up, and then that Christmas in July. So if anybody has any ideas on just like little fidget things, I did the fidget worms, worry worms, whatever you want to call those. I've seen those little poppet type things too, but I don't know how popular they really are as much now. There were some that were kind of cute. There was even adults buying my worry worms, my fidget worms. So, and I was like, okay, that was fine with me. Um, so I'm trying to find stuff like that, even that's kind of quick makeup type things like that. That's something like for little ones to pick up and stuff too. So if anybody has any suggestions, I'm open to suggestions on that. I have there are some pin things that I have um, for like sensory type stuff too. That there was a couple of like little mat things that I had that have like little sensory things too, and I often wondered about doing some of those types of things to have, but I've not ever done it. Well, I am starting to fall asleep yet again. So many blessings. Sleep well. Good night, everyone. Good night, Johnna. Well, good night, Randy. And I'm glad you're doing well and you're just, you had a lot of fun this weekend. So you're recouping from that. So hopefully I'll get to see you tomorrow. If not, have a great day. But you get some good sleep tonight and take care. And we will talk again soon. Okay, Randy. I'll be on at 10. That's the plan. So 10 to 2. If not, don't worry about it. We'll catch you again, but hopefully I see you. So If you want something small like the worry worms, I have no ideas. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna look. Again, I haven't looked real hefty yet or anything. So I'm just gonna kind of see if there's anything too much. Like I said, I've seen those little poppet things, where they've made it, but it's not the same as like the plastic, like really pop it. But I know for some people it probably would just be kind of the movement of it or whatever, and they, it may still suffice, but because I've seen them where they've done just like one little, like popcorn stitch type thing, or like, puff stitch type thing, or like, two or three of them or whatever, or even like a little 4 square one that's not very big. That wouldn't take that much too, but I don't know if that would be something or not. I guess I don't know until I try. Oh yeah, the mushroom poppet, yeah. Yeah. There were some people that were talking about those. They was like, "Oh, have you ever seen those mushroom, where they pop up?" And I was like, "Oh yeah." But I said I hadn't got any made yet. So I don't know, that might be something to do those too. I don't know. And just kind of make them in maybe all different colors to make them different, to use up some extra yarn, or leftover yarn too, maybe. I don't know. I've never made them yet. But this here kind of reminds me of it, but it's not one, but it reminds me of it whenever I was putting it together and stuff, which I still haven't finished it. But it kind of reminded me of it because it does kind of go up in there a little bit. And I do like this pattern for this mushroom, and I am going to try to, I think, do it again, because I was just trying to hurry and get it done, and I messed it all up, all kinds of messed up. But I was just trying to hurry just to see if I even liked the pattern, and I do like the pattern. It's a good pattern. They have small size too. Gwen always has to make more after every event, and yes, they are great for using up scraps. Okay. Well, I'll just look into that then to make some of those smaller ones. And that might be what I work on tomorrow, is little fidget toys things, or fidget things. We'll see. Tomorrow me ain't here yet. Okay, well, I got one dishcloth done, so. And I like these brands. Oh, I like the way that pattern came out. Oh, wish I could get it to do that every time. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. And I still have enough to make a couple more. So. Okay. I'm starting my yawning, so I know I've done it a couple times already, but Yes, I know. Isn't that the way that pattern is? I like it. It's kind of like diamondish, like almost, or something. So I don't know. I'm hoping I can get my other to do that too, maybe a little bit. I like it. Something else is the ones with beads in them. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll have to look that up too. Have you seen, it came up on my Pinterest, I think yesterday or the day before, and I think I may have even seen it here a while back, where it was that lizard, that used to, you did it with beads, the beaded lizard, and they actually had the links, like crocheted links for the beaded lizard. I thought that would be cool. Oh, and then I got gifts. I got gifts from my neighbors. I was like, oh, I'm going to have to. They were so nice. The one lady that was sitting next to me, she gave me, she makes little resin, and she makes really big ones though too. They were beautiful. So she gave me a little sea turtle, and I wanted to show that. It was so cute. It was so nice of her. And then another lady, she was like, oh, you can come down and pick out a keychain for free. And I was like, no, I'm not going to just pick one out for free. Well, she wanted a cow. And so she'd come over to get the cow. And I was like, oh, you're going to get yourself a cow or something like that. And she was like, well, she had a friend that liked cows, so she was getting it as a gift. And she said, by the way, I want you to come down and get a keychain. And I was like, what? I was like, no. And I said, I would go down and buy one, whatever. I didn't want to just get one for free, which I appreciated the gesture. So what I did, I said, you know what? I'm all for bartering. I said, how much are your keychains? So she told me, and I said, okay. So she just paid the difference on the cow. So she got the cow for cheaper. So, but it was very sweet of her. So yeah, it's a chicken keychain, and it is the cutest thing. And she sews and puts these all together herself. So, and I thought that was very sweet. Very sweet. So me and Mom were talking, and I was like, what am I going to do? I need to do something. If this is going to be like and I was like, I don't know what to give anybody. I was like, I felt so bad. Yes, I wanted to do one of those, but haven't convinced myself to make that many pieces. Yes, I know. I know I did. Because I do. I don't know. I've always loved chickens. I'm chicken. I do. I like my chickens. So. Yeah, that's the only thing with that lizard. It would be a lot of those links, and I just don't know if I would have it in me to do that either. But I think it'd be so fun. And you would probably sell. They would probably sell. So, but I think, oh, who was it? Is it Annie's Attic or something, or Annie's something? It was one of those older crochet things. It seems like were the pattern where you could buy the pattern maybe. I don't remember now. It was some ad for something along that line. I'll put it that way. So you did get the pattern? Okay. Yeah, I mean the girl that was holding the one that she had done or got or something. I mean, she had it draped all over her and whatever. So I haven't looked it up yet or anything to see about getting it, but you could definitely use up scrap for that and everything too. I mean, even though it's huge, you could probably use different colors and use up some yarn. Oh, this one that I saw with this girl, she was messing with it, and it was big. I mean, she had it like all wrapped around her neck and stuff, so it looked like it was bigger, I mean, to me, in that video, so. So anyway, that's been something I've thought about too. So I don't know. I'll look that up maybe tonight. Oh gosh. Excuse me. Sorry. Look that up maybe tonight and see about it, and then look at fidgety things, whatever. And so, yeah, we'll get something figured out for tomorrow to work on. That won't be hard to do, but I just want something kind of easy that I'm not going to have to overthink too much. My brain is ready to not do that. So, anyway, okay. I'm going to get off of here. Everybody for hanging out with me, who all's still left anyway. And thank you very much. I appreciate you all. I love you. And I plan on being on tomorrow from 10 to 2 Central Time. So everybody come and hang out with me tomorrow morning if you can. So, okay, we'll have something fun picked out, I'm sure. So, anyway, okay, everybody have a good night. Love you. Take care. And we'll talk again soon. Bye.